everything I've learned really has come from hustling. It's just flip it.
Right.
You know, you buy something, you bottle it up, you sell it, you make double, and then you put that back and you keep doing it.
Sometimes people only do what they think they can do. If you don't know the business, you just say, oh, I can't do it, so I don't, right. Just like an art gallery. See, me, I'm always thinking on how to do it, and it's usually not that hard. And then I also look at who does it, and then I compare myself.
The good thing about imperfections is what makes you cool is how you deal with them. That's what makes you cool.
Need motivation?
What's your top 10 with Believe Nation?
Top 10, I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like 9 to 9. For my top 10, top 10, 9 to 9. This one's for my top 10.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I make these videos because you are probably the most ambitious person in your circle, but you know you're capable of more, and you get that push by surrounding yourself with the best. So today, let's learn from one of the best, Dame Dash, and my take on his top 10 rules to success. Enjoy. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Apply the principles.
I come from a very extreme circumstance. You know, I come like frontline street, like 142nd and Lenox. Right. And if you did break any of those laws, you died or went to jail. So I didn't have too many choices. So I don't really know no different. You know what I mean? So I just applied everything I learned from my survival skills. And obviously I survived. And I came again from a very dangerous place. I survived it just by being honorable, playing the game right, being loyal. And I was like, yo, this game right here is not sustainable. Niggas die. Being honorable means you got to kill when they disrespect you, you got to go to jail and not, you know, all that type of shit. That's not a game I want to play. Right. I'm going to just take these ideals and apply them, instead of to crack, apply it to music. Instead of to dust, apply it to fashion. It's just taking the same principles and applying it, and everything I've learned really has come from hustling. It's just flip it. Right. You know, you buy something, you bottle it up, you sell it, you make double, and then you put that back and you keep doing it. So once you know that discipline, why do you need anybody? Like, I never wanted anybody to hit me with no work. I never wanted that.
Rule number 2, help people.
What I saw in Kanye's face when he was helping us is something that people don't get. When you help people that deserves it, it gives you a really good feeling. It makes you feel better than anything. I saw him smiling and laughing, and I was like, he gets it now. Because that's how I feel every time I help somebody get where they got to go. And, you know, I did it just because I wanted to, just because I was inspired, not because I was trying to exploit them, but just because I really liked who they were and what they were doing. And I want that to be a contagious energy, and I really hope that overall that's what Honor Up does. It makes Honor Up be the new wave, looking out for the people that looked out for you, doing the right thing.
Rule number 3, be creative.
I'm a very sophisticated guy. You know what I mean? I have good taste.
Right, good.
And I've always loved art. And only thing you need to make a gallery is walls. Mm-hmm. So, you know, instead, it's just a narrative. I call it a gallery as a gallery, and I put art on it, and people come in. If they buy the art, I get 50% of it. That's the art business. But what it does is it brings very artistic people together. So, you know, art brings all kind of creatives together. Actually, I always have a collective. So, because when someone's good at editing, they're usually good at a lot of other things. Mm-hmm. Somebody's good at rapping or singing. They're good at acting. They're good at painting. Like, creatives are just creatives. And, you know, sometimes people only do what they think they can do. If you don't know the business, you just say, oh, I can't do it, so I don't, right. Just like an art gallery. See, me, I'm always thinking on how to do it, and it's usually not that hard. And then I also look at who does it, and then I compare myself to
yeah, like he can do it.
I can do it.
Rule number 4, be the boss.
Do you think bosses are born or are they made?
I think everyone has the potential to be a boss. Mm-hmm. I think you are born a boss and made a slave. No one's going to choose to be a slave. Who the f want to be a slave? You got to be trained to think that life is good when it's not. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're born a boss until somebody convinces you you're not. Yeah, I'm born a boss. If I could breathe and I'm control of that, I'm a boss. Mm-hmm. And anything I own is mine, no matter who you are. You cannot come in here unless, if I'm not breaking no laws, do not come in here. And if you do, it's on my terms or you breaking the law. Mm-hmm. You know, and I can be confident and arrogant about that as long as I'm not breaking no laws.
Also, if you want to have more self-confidence and self-belief, check out my 254 series where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you an unlisted video. The science says it takes up to 254 days of consecutive action to build a habit. So I'm going to be with you every step of the way. If you want to be on for free, 100% free, is a link below. Go check it out. I'll see you there.
And the one thing you have to really never do is compare yourself to other people.
Absolutely.
That's the one thing you can't do is judge your success to someone else's. I never wanted to be a part of a crowd. I always wanted to be an individual. I hated when everybody looked the same. So it was corny to me to like something because somebody else liked it. So I was like that guy that was like, if you like it, I'm not gonna like it.
Rule number 5, don't be afraid to be wrong.
I just don't see the reason for being mad about making mistakes. Like, I don't know, man. I think I got yelled at one time when I was 4, and I felt embarrassed, and I didn't like that feeling. So I did what the guy did with the cold. I figured out how to never be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying?
Teach me how.
You just don't give a f. Once you don't give a f what people think, like, logically speaking, why would you care about what someone's opinion is that you don't love, that doesn't love you, that's not even playing the same game you're playing? That's only, the only reason why they have something to say is because they're insecure. Like, I don't see why I would be concerned about some insecure asshole. Like, I think 1 million lames combined cannot equal one cool person. And meaning someone that's just honest about who they are. Like, it's not relatable, it's not realistic to think that anyone is perfect and anyone that is evil, because it's just not true. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about imperfections is what makes you cool is how you deal with them. That's what makes you cool. You know what I'm saying? So I've never been afraid to be wrong.
Rule number 6, evolve.
I always remember back to when I was young laughing at older niggas. I'm never gonna be that older nigga I was laughing at. I'm never gonna be that old man in the club. I'm never gonna be the dude that, just because that one time I wore that outfit, everyone thought I was fly, I'm gonna wear it for the next 30 years. Like, I'm not doing that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna evolve, I'm gonna grow. So it's not reinventing, it's y'all learning what I learn as I learn it. I'm growing. Once I learned this business was whack, I did another one, And I said, I'm gonna go do art. My midlife crisis was running around the world opening up art galleries, I like to do fly cool shit. Like, I bank on cool shit. I just like to do cool shit, so I just think I gotta be smart about it. Like, I gotta be the plug, I gotta be the connect. So once I know how to do it myself, I could be real arrogant about it. And then I do it. And then when I win, it's like when everyone thinks you're losing and you win, it's so much better. Like when my was making me the underdog, I was cracking up. I was like, this is funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I can be patient. I think I'm gonna do it by the pool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come out when I feel like it. It's never been urgent. I've never found my Batman or the Joker. I haven't found my competition yet that inspires me to fight. I just feel like impressing my girl and my family and me. I don't even feel no competition. I really don't.
Rule number 7, be independent.
I did the record label thing years ago, so I couldn't go back and be like, pitching nickels to me just because I did it before. No disrespect to the company or to the music industry, because there's a lot of bread there, it's just I did it. So, the expectation in myself is to do something that, fits the levels that I should be at. And what I noticed was, number one, we were outsourcing so much shooting music videos and we making the clothes. And, I like to make movies. It just made sense for me to have my own television network. And, when the internet hit, because I'm always looking for independence, I was like, oh shit, I could do it. And I didn't feel the need to outsource. Like, I always feel like a Johnny if I'm paying somebody to do something I know I could do myself. Like, I always feel like the plug. I could grow that. I ain't buying it from you. I'll grow it and sell it to you. That's my approach on things. So I also feel that I'm also really good at making films. So because I can make films, make movies, I understand the game. I really ran the cash register there. And because I have a business mind, I'm gonna invest in that.
Rule number 8, empower.
I tried to bring everybody that was kind of doing it at the time. I'm not even gonna say no names, but every name I'm talking about. Put them in a room, raise the money, and one just would not do it. It's just like, why don't we want to have that power? It's like the more power we give each other, people start to think they're taking it away from themselves.
Right.
It's like people don't understand when you share, all of us together are way stronger than us being alone. You know what I mean? An army is always better than a singular person if they're all on the same sheet of paper. Everyone can always equally win because that way you can never lose. If I borrow a little bit from everybody in this room, I'm rich. So I'm going to keep y'all rich as my friends so you can make sure, because I spend all my money, so I can make sure I'm all right. That,
Right.
I need a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only purpose for me to make everyone that I made famous is so that they can help me without putting up a dollar. So if it really come down to it, Jay, I need you to Instagram that. Yo, Kanye, just do that. It don't cost $1 to Twitter something out for me. All I need is for you to leverage your celebrity. It doesn't cost you $1. Just bring attention to my brands. That's what I made you famous for. If we stick together that way, we cannot lose.
Rule number 9, set bigger goals.
I haven't had my big deal yet. I'm trying to get a Billy. That's why I kind of keep betting it all, because the money has been short for me. I've been like, this ain't it. So, that's why I'm telling you, I'm still on the block grinding. I'm still flipping, because this ain't it. What I made, I can't put up. I can't look at it, or I'll spend it. I have spending habits. I like good things. So I haven't got that deal yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's all relative. Like, if you're in the street, the first time you get a bird, it's a big deal. Like, oh, I got a bird. That's the success of for like someone in music, like getting on the radio might be the biggest deal, but then, or the first time you get a tour bus, or the first time you perform at the Garden, there's so many different things. So, like, things that I thought were big, once I get them, they're not big to me no more. Like, once you make your first million, like, man, quick, you're like, that wasn't nothing. That can't be big. I did too much too young to give it up, to even be impressed with myself yet.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is learn from mistakes.
Honestly, every single second of my life is meant, and everyone else's life, I think, is meant to be a learning experience. So when something happens that didn't go the way you wanted it to, you look at what you learned from it, right? Mm-hmm. And there's been businesses that I got completely robbed for short paper, but what I learned from it protected me from getting robbed for big paper. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I'm so happy in this very moment. I'm so happy. Like, scary happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's like the misconception that you're not.
In the middle of a pandemic, all my dreams are coming true, which is crazy to me. So I would have to say, if there was anything that would stop me from being this happy now, or that would change, it's like, is there anything I could have done that could have made me as happy as I am now? I'm happy now because every decision that most people thought would be tough, every business I walked away from, every person I walked away from, every person that I punished that everyone told me not to, from a Leo Cohen to a Harvey Weinstein, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I was in a position to do it. I'm glad I'm that guy that these guys are known to be bullies and I bullied them. I'm the bully of bullies. I'm happy about that. So I love the fact that these challenges and these tests have presented themselves to me, and I could get in the shower, I'm like, damn, I really am a superhero. I never ever waver when it comes to honor, never have. I've walked away from people that no one would walk away from. I barked on people that no one would bark on until everyone is barking on it. I did it alone.
Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're gonna enjoy, but before that, it's time for the question of the day. I wanna know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? When you watch a video and you get motivated, the science says you have a 35% chance of following through. That's not enough. But when you write down what time, what place, and how you're going to actually take action on it, you jump to 91% chance of following through. And when you have public accountability and you commit to other people that you're gonna do it, it jumps to 95% that you will follow through. So I want that for you, Believe Nation. I wanna know your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week. Put it down in the comments below so I can celebrate you.
What do you say about time management? And I mean, you touched on the balance of family and business, but a young kid coming up, what do you tell him?
The reality is you're a professional and you want to be better than everyone. So that means you have to be the best in the world.
Mastery driven.
And don't think it's just talent. It's a discipline that comes with it. You know, so it's not just talent. It's really, I know people with less talent and more discipline that get where they have to go. It's like hustling. You think it's going to be less work and it ends up being more. The more success you get, the more you're going to be tired. That means there's going to be a demand for you. And I always tell an artist, make sure your show is right. Don't perform over a track. You got to get with a live band. I'm telling you, because the platforms that pay you the most are festivals, and they're not going to pay to see you perform over a track. You're going to get booed. You know, you got legends performing.
I never thought of that.
You have to, and that's how you can control your destiny. If you have a good show, you don't need anything. You don't need anybody. Like Citizen Copy has never had a record on the radio. He's one of my best friends. He's on the road 200-300 days out the year. And he does it, he makes good music for the people that he likes, and he comes out when he feels like it.
If you want another amazing video with the one and only Dame Dash, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.